It all comes down to unblocking the chakras. Everything that you're doing right now in your life is either creating more resistance or it's doing the opposite, more expansiveness, right? You're either expanding your cup or it's contracting. Now, all of our life, right? We have energy. Everything ties down to energy. Think about the energy behind that trauma, behind that emotional disturbance in your life, because your body is storing that energy. And if you are not able to have that full kundalini energy, then you are not getting what you want in life. It is just that simple. Now, let me break this down as easy as I possibly can here. You and I are energy. Now, this energy is either flowing or it's not flowing, right? Now, starting at the very, very beginning, we have the survival center, the sacral chakra. Now, if you are not surviving, right? Like you don't have a roof over your head, you don't have the money to, eat food every day. You don't even have access to clean water. You're really struggling in life. That means that your sacral chakra, your survival center is not working properly. It's not able to get the energy to flow. Now, most people honestly have that check box, right? We are surviving. We have a roof over our head. The next one is the sexual energy, right? The orange, that creation, that thing that we do after surviving, right? It's like you want to survive, you have that roof over your head, you got a car, you got a job, everything's good. Now you want to start getting into some sexual desires. Now you start looking into the opposite sex and you're getting attracted to what you would call a soulmate, right? All of this happens without your effort, right? Because the energy is coming up to that part of your body and is being expressed into what we would call reality. Now, the very next one is our power center, right? Red, yellow, then orange, right? Red, orange, then yellow. Okay, so now we have that yellow center, which is your power. This is the most important part of all the chakras, in my opinion. It is not the heart. Most people get this confused. They think it's all about the heart chakra, which is very important. However, if you do not master your power, then you will not be able to access the heart chakra. Okay, think about it. This is how the universe has designed this. First, you have to get that sacral chakra completely covered, right? You got to fill that cup completely before it literally pours out into the next one. And once that cup is completely filled, it then pours into the next, and so on until you have a full kundalini expansion. And that is what our potential is. Anything less than that is living beyond the ego, living beyond the mind, not able to really perform when you want to perform. Once you unlock that kundalini, you will be able to perform in any level that you desire. So this power center is the trap, because the universe has set this up in a very particular way. If you do not master your power, meaning you're not giving this to the highest good of all, you're not putting your energy into something that is not you, right? Because if you're egoic about this, if you're selfish and taking all of that power and greed and putting it into yourself, then you get what you want. You're not going to be able to increase that consciousness all the way into the heart, the throat, and so on and so forth. Now, to be honest, I see this a lot with clients in coaching, that men, get stuck in that power center, and that's where the abuse and all this other, toxic stuff comes from, people getting stuck in that power trap. Could go men and females. I'm just saying majority of the time in our society, I see it happening in men. Now, the last thing after your power is fully claimed, then we can get into that heart chakra. Then we can start loving unconditionally, right? And you can see if you're stuck in that power center, you are only loving in a very conditional form, because it's a lower energy, right? It's a lower vibration. It doesn't feel expansive. It feels more restrictive. Now, the universe is way smarter than we could ever imagine. And this is something that happens time and time again as we get in tune with this energy, right? Because people make this common mistake that chakras and blockages are permanent, right? Energy is never permanent. It's never stagnant. It's always flowing. It's always moving. Therefore, you and your chakras and the energy that you're feeling right now is always moving and always expanding or contracting. So think about this and think about what you need to do literally as a daily practice to bring balance back into your life. Now, the power center is good. You're now using it for the highest good of all. Now we can get into the heart, the real magic of what's happening right now with this great awakening, because people are finally unlocking the magic of the heart chakra and practicing unconditional love. That is what this is all about. That's what you are here to do. Planet Earth is the school to learn unconditional love. Now, once you feel like you have that box checked, you are good to go, then we can get into the throat, right? Which is your communication. More specifically, the honesty, right? You might be communicating, however, are you speaking that raw, honest truth? Every single word, getting away from these cliches, getting away from those things that are keeping you trapped in that belief or that lower vibration, because your words are literally the thing that is creating your reality. So use them, right? Don't get stuck into those cliche words or those mind-trapping, mind-altering words that are keeping you into that lower vibration. That's what this is all about. It is designed for you to go through it, not to go against that resistance. Once that box has been checked of the throat chakra, you feel good. The energy is moving up the spine. Now we can get into the Ajna chakra, the third eye. This is so expansive. This is the seat of intuition. Once you get this energy going, right? Once that kundalini process has started, you cannot go back. This is where everything is illuminated, meaning you start seeing beyond the veil of illusion. You start perceiving reality with more than just your two physical eyes, because your third divine eye is now open. That is the one that you truly see with, that is beyond physical or material. Think about it like this. Everything that we're doing, right? Everything in this material universe is temporary. It's going to go away, including your physical form, including my physical form, right? This body is temporary. Now, think about what is not temporary, what is infinite, right? That is where the seat of the Ajna chakra is opened, and you can see with your third eye. You can see the infinite beyond time and space and the limitations that come from the third dimensional perspective of life. This is the excitement as you go into 4D and then finally into the 5D reality once the kundalini system is online. It's beautiful. Honestly, when you embrace this, it's beautiful. However, if your ego has still got the control of everything and your mind is the master here, then you are going to suffer. You are going to struggle with the comprehension of all of this. Rather, make it easier on yourself and just let go. The human mind is not able to comprehend the infinite. It is set up this way for a reason. Don't even try. Trust me, I'm trying to save you a lot of despair and suffering, because your mind is not meant to go beyond this third dimensional reality. It just can't do it. All right. Now the Ajna chakra is open. The third eye is open. The last and but not least is the crown chakra. Yes, technically there are more than 7. I'm not going to get in it in this podcast / video, because what's happened is we don't want to create more confusion. You want to really simplify this. Once you understand this and you are using this and you are unblocking your chakras, then you're good. We don't need to get into 13, 15, and 21 chakras. And I see a lot of this kind of stuff in the spiritual community, and it's like, let's just use what works, right? Don't get caught up into something that you don't even know. Let's use what works. The crown chakra is the access to alternate dimensions or astral projection, you leaving your body. You are not physical, like I mentioned earlier. You are not this body. You're not even your thoughts. When you have this experience beyond your body, this happens through the crown chakra. It goes beyond all of those limitations. It is the most beautiful energy, again, when you let it happen without any resistance. That's the thing. Time and time again, it doesn't matter what you're working on. That resistance is what's creating the problem. That's what's creating the suffering. If you can let go and open yourself and expand your cup, that resistance will fade away. The crown chakra is fully illuminated. This is what ties you to the gods, literally to the universe itself. That is the complete potential of our human mechanism. And that's what we're all doing here as alchemists. We are transmuting this energy, right? We're going from these traumas and these beliefs that were holding us back, and we are getting into something that is now excelling us into the new earth. It's exciting. It really is. And unblocking your chakras and getting the kundalini online is essential. Trust me, it is the essential process in order for you to get out of this matrix control, in order for you to get beyond the veil of illusion and get out of all the chaos that was created to keep you in fear. That's what this is about, because that fear equals control. The more you're controlled, the more you're not able to remove these blockages. Okay, in the yoga system, there's over 171,000 energy pathways. They're called nadis. Okay, these are the energy meridians in our body that this goes through. Now, there is the Ida and the Pendula pathways that travel up the spine. These are invisible pathways. This energy coils up the spine like the serpent, like all the snake imagery and sacred geometry. All of those images that you've seen time and time again are there for a reason. This is how this works. Once the kundalini is unlocked and the Merkaba goes online, that is your spaceship. That is the most technically advanced thing that you can have right now on planet Earth, and using that to propel yourself into higher consciousness. That's what we're all doing right here as human beings. We are having this human experience, right? We are spiritual. Never forget that. You were spiritual first before you were human. So reclaim these gifts, reclaim these powers, unlock that kundalini energy and go where no man has gone before, within the heart, activating this 5D. That's what we're doing right now. That's what this journey is all about. I want to give an explicit shout out to all the Inner Circle members, everybody on the Patreon page. I love each and every one of you. If you want to support the channel, support the podcast, and support everything that I do, we would love to have you. Check it out. The link is in the description right here on this video, or if you're listening on podcasts, Apple, Spotify, wherever you're at, go to theinfinitecup.com for more information. And I love you all. Again, infinite love, infinite peace.